major focus for the month. Got the Star in reverse. So, this is losing hope in a situation or someone, Cancer, or feeling like somebody has lost hope in you or lost faith in you. But yeah, we can lose faith in a lot of things. We can lose faith in, a religion. We can lose faith in our country, in our government, in our job, in our mate. A dream that we have, we can lose faith in ourselves. I feel like for many of you, though, this is a relationship. It seems like there's been an argument. And it could be with somebody from afar, because we've got a lot of runes that are meaning distance here. Maybe it's an argument about going to see the family. I mean, we are in December here. It could be about the holidays. Or about traveling with family, or going to see a long distance love, or maybe they were supposed to come see you. There's some kind of disagreement, argument over that, and you could be like, oh, if this person really cared about me, then they would definitely come for the holidays, or come to my family's house for the holidays, or it seems very like travel, distance centric for me. I think what I'm feeling here, though, is somebody maybe making a mountain out of a molehill. I'm not saying it's you, Cancer. Could be. Again, many of you watching. For some of you, you could be the one really upset about this, and maybe not being rational in the moment. But I mean, then again, maybe it's warranted. Maybe this person has disappointed you a lot. They always break their plans, or they always, renege on some promise, or back out of things, or leave you hanging. I feel like somebody's saying, I knew this was going to happen, or I just knew you would do this. For others of you, it could be like maybe one of your kids can't come home, or can't come for the holidays, or they always promise they're going to come and bring the grandkids or bring the family, and they don't. But this year, maybe at some point, you're thinking, oh, hey, it's really going to happen. And then it's like, oh, what was I thinking? I knew that they would back out at the last minute. So, I'm feeling like, though, for many of you, this is an argument or disagreement with somebody at a distance, maybe regarding the travel plans. And I'll tell you why I think that in a minute when we get to the help that will be available. I do think this will be patched up before the end of the month. That's the feeling I'm getting, Cancer. Let's just throw that out there. Let's give a preview to the end of the month. I think this is going to be patched up before the end of the month, or better. It may not be picture perfect, but I do think it's going to be better. Or it's going to cause someone to make big shifts or changes in the way they're treating you, or in the situation itself. Some of you, this could have just been like losing faith and hoping that a situation would advance or shift or change, or that someone would be moving, and then they keep putting it off and putting it off. So again, I'm feeling like I want to be with this person, but I don't know if they want to be with me, because they keep like shifting the goalposts. They keep changing like when they're going to move here, or when they're going to come see me. Doesn't have to be a romantic thing. Again, it could be a family member, or one of your kids, or someone who keeps like promising things and then not delivering. And, your challenge is that you've either lost faith in them, or for some of you, maybe your challenge is to not lose faith in something. Again, it'll be different for all of you. Hopefully we'll get some clarity on which way the majority of you this is falling. In the present, we do have the Four of Cups in reverse. Here's what it looks like in the upright. So the present for some of you will be the energy whenever you're watching this video. For others of you, it'll be more end of November into early December-ish. This is an offer you're excited about. So, I mean, because we've got cups here, I think this is somebody. We've got another cups card up in the help position. I really think this is more emotional. This is a promise, an offer that you are excited about, coming from somebody who seems motivated and determined to make this happen. And you're feeling like, oh, if they come here, this will change the whole circumstance for the better. Or, maybe they'll finally come through. Or this person could change my life. Yeah, someone making a promise. And if this is somebody that's made promises before and have let you down, again, because this intuition rune was coming out with saying, yeah, they always promise things, but then they never deliver. In the present, I don't know, even if that's happened, Cancer, it seems like this time they're making this promise in a way that you feel like they're really going to deliver. Like they're really actually this time motivated, they mean it, they're going to do it. And maybe you are the one, Cancer, I have to go back. It can always work both ways in these general readings. Maybe you're the one that keeps breaking promises. And it may not be your intention, but the way things just keep working out, you keep making promises to someone. And in the present, this is saying that your every intention is that, yes, this is going to happen. I'm going to make this happen. I'm coming to see you, or I'm going to visit, or I'm going there for the holidays, or, I'm going to have everybody here for the holidays, or something to do with travel, or I'm going to change this. Or I'm going to stop doing this. I'm going to stop making promises I can't deliver. If it's you, Cancer, I would recommend, if there's any inkling, although I don't think there will be, I think it'll be an unexpected reason why. Again, I don't think you're on purpose lying. I think you have a very intention of doing this or making this happen, but something just keeps popping up and getting in the way. And you may be starting to wonder, am I even supposed to do this? Maybe you're losing faith in, at first I thought this was the right move to make. I was supposed to move there, or I was supposed to make this shift or change, but now I'm not so sure because things keep cropping up to prevent me from doing it. So are these challenges I'm just supposed to overcome, or are these roadblocks being put there to say, hey, don't go that way. That's not the way you need to go. So some of you may be trying to figure that out if you're the one kind of being accused of you never keep your promises. But others of you, I think that it's more someone else promising things to you and never delivering for many of you. That's the majority, I feel like, is coming through here. So, yeah, I think in the present, at least the beginning part of December here, you really think somebody's going to finally keep their word. They're not going to let anything get in the way. They're not going to let anything stop them. And the help that's going to be available, we do have the Three of Cups in reverse. Okay. So even if someone says that they can't make it somewhere, they're not going to make it. You have a big argument because you're upset that they're breaking a promise to you again. There's going to be a reunion that you don't want to have. You may be cutting them off, going into your shell, right? Going into your crab shell. Yeah, I'm not going to talk to you. Freezing them out. You may be freezing them out, but they're like, no, I'm determined. I'm going to come see you. And then it's awkward. But still, it's coming up as a help to you. This is saying, even if the reunion will be awkward, even if the makeup talk or working this out will be awkward, it's a help to you to do so. And especially if you're the one that broke the promise. I mean, if you could be there okay, let's say this is like the Christmas holiday and you can't be there. You promised you were going to be there for Christmas, or you promised you were going to be there for Christmas Eve and Christmas. If it comes up and you can't do it, well, make sure you're there for New Year's or the day after or something. And yes, this may be awkward, but then at least, and that's if this person is important to you, which I feel like it is, because it seems like your motivation is there to make this happen. But maybe you work in a field that maybe you're a doctor or something, or you're a police officer or something, and you can't control when you're on call or when you have to be somewhere. Or maybe that's this person's situation. Maybe it is their job. It's just, they can be called whenever, wherever. I feel like the help that's going to be your best course of action here is to not freeze someone out, Cancer. Or if you are frozen out, to still make the overture, try to make it up to them. any way you can. Whatever day you can be there, be there. And that's going to lead to a new beginning. You'll have your goal achieved. It's protected. I do feel like this is an important relationship to you. So this is somebody that you really care about. And I feel like they care about you. They just, there's an unreliability, but I feel like it's external with Hagalaz. Like it's not their fault, or it's not your fault. It's just the way things come down. But you know, when people are upset, some things can get said and then it snowballs, right? Okay, at first it was just because you're letting me down with this. And this is like the third or fourth time, or maybe 100th time that you haven't been able to come somewhere you say you're going to be because of your job. But now we've said these horrible things and you know, because we were upset and I've said hurtful things and you said hurtful things, and now we've got that to contend with too. So that's going to make this even more awkward. But if you love this person, you care about this relationship, it's going to be worth the initial awkwardness. You'll get back to a good spot. And, you know, it does seem like though somebody is just going to have to accept, you know, that saying, when you love someone, you love everything about them, even their flaws, even the unreliability of their job, could be part of this. But, you know, that'll be different for all of you. Some of you may be with somebody who just, you know, constantly puts you second or third or fourth, and that is not cool. It's still coming up in your help to at least talk this out, you know, and try to work it out. What must be accepted? We've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Here's what he looks like in the upright. So this could have associations with an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, male or female in these general readings. For some of you, this will be a man. For others, a woman. This is somebody with a tendency to be a workaholic. It's extremes. They're either a workaholic or they're lazy. They're either so involved in their work and career that you're always going to be, you know, way down the line on the list of priorities, or they are so lazy that like they promise things that they just they just don't feel like it. So, I mean, Tyr is here indicating, though, that for most of you, I feel like this is somebody who is all after the pursuit of money, career, status. So that very much takes up a lot of their time, their energy, their focus. And they're not as focused on relationship. They're not as focused on personal things. And, you know, so, I mean, that could be part of the reason you came into their life, though, Cancer, is to wake them up to this. You know, wake them up to there are other things that are more important. Actually, spiritually, everything is more important than the pursuit of money. We are not our occupations. How many people are working in a job that really satisfies their passion or what they feel they were put on this earth to do? Not very many. Those who are the lucky ones. But this wouldn't be coming up in the reverse if that were the case, right? So this is somebody more, I think, focused on the superficial things, the superficial side of life. Yes, we all need money to function, but I mean, you know, when you're on your deathbed, things can't go with you. But if you've ruined all your relationships in the pursuit of money, it's going to be a very empty, lonely, disappointing time. And that's where this person is headed. And I feel like, Cancer, you may have been put into their life to wake them up to this. Now, those of you that have an earth sign rising, maybe, or are just this way because you have maybe other earth sign placements, it could be you. This person could have been sent to snap you out of this same kind of behavior. So... yeah, this feels very, very personal. So these messages definitely seem more specific to me this month. If you are not in a relationship or not seeing this workaholic person, or again, if it's not your kid or somebody who keeps putting you off because other things, everything else seems more important. This definitely check your rising sign. Or we can always connect with you in a personal reading and we can see what's going on with you instead of the majority or whoever needs these messages the most this month. The outcome, though, is Judgment in reverse. So, a couple of different things immediately coming through with this. Let me just focus here for a minute. See how this is coming through first. Well, it's being judgmental. That could be what somebody's saying to you. Specifically this person. You're being judgmental. Overly critical. Or let's not bring that up again. Resurrecting something from the past. This could also just be somebody saying, I'm not talking about the past stuff anymore. Let's move past this. Thanks so much for watching, Cancer. Happy holidays once again, and I'll see you back here next month.